I'm Zara Rutherford, I'm a freshman at Stanford, and I'm also the youngest woman to fly solo around the world. The first time I flew solo, it was absolutely terrifying. I think I remember singing Roar by Katy Perry to calm the nerves a little bit. I was really lucky growing up because both of my parents were pilots, and so I got to fly a lot and I was always surrounded by aircraft. I remember at the age of 8 or 9 just sitting on my dad's lap and being able to fly the aircraft. I started taking lessons when I was 15 years old at my local flying school, and then shortly after that I did my first solo, got my license. After high school I decided to take a gap year, so I thought, well, might as well do something kind of crazy with it and something that I won't ever be able to do again, and for me that was flying around the world. The day I left was a pretty weird experience. It was definitely a mix of nerves and excitement. The route was chosen to fulfill the Guinness World Requirements. So there were a few things I had to do. There was a minimum distance one. There was also one that was called the antipodal requirement. An antipodal is the exact opposite point on the Earth of another point. I had to go through 2 antipodal points because that would mean I'd gone around the world. I was flying over very remote terrain and long distances over water. If the engine quits for any reason and I'm over the Pacific or the Bering Strait where it's minus 20 degrees, and I end up in the water, then it ends up being pretty dangerous. During my flights, I'd usually listen to music or podcasts and kind of use that to keep me busy. Otherwise, usually the scenery was pretty nice. I was stranded for a month in Alaska because of bad weather and visa issues, and that's kind of during that time that I applied to Stanford because I figured, well, I've got all this time, and I spent 4 weeks writing my essays, and then at the end, I submitted my essays and continued on to Russia. I saw the Hollywood sign in LA, which was a lot of fun. When I flew over the Bay Area, I was actually able to see Stanford. It's really pretty. The campus looks amazing from the air. I also obviously knew about Stanford from its STEM side and its engineering side, which is what I was interested in. And I think coming here just kind of convinced me to actually apply. The moment I landed was really surreal. I remember obviously being happy about seeing my family again. At the same time, I couldn't stop thinking about preparing for my next flight. So I remember that evening thinking, oh, I need to check the weather, I need to check the aircraft, there's this thing I need to do, that thing I need to get fuel. And then it was really weird realizing, like, no, I don't need to do any of these things. Like, I'm home, I've made it. Right now I'm thinking of studying computer science or electrical engineering or aeronautical engineering. I'm trying different things out. I'm doing many intro sems or introductory seminars. I'm not too sure right now what I want to do as a career, but definitely something related to engineering. A dream would be to get to space one day and see the planet from a bit higher up. I don't think I want to fly around the world again solo. It had some really difficult moments where I did have to fear for my life, which isn't much fun, but I might do it again with a friend. Yeah.